This video brought to you in part by these fantastic sponsors.
Greetings, Masters. What is up, and welcome to the channel. I am the Shotgun Shogun, and as you can see, it is that time again. It's time to hit the beach, and unlike, I'll figure this out one of these days, unlike last year, I'm unfortunately not beach body ready. Hashtag dad bod, not your real dad. But anyways, with the Fate Grand Order panel, we got pretty much what we expected. We got the announcement of the anniversary. Now, it is a little bit earlier than I kind of expected. I thought it would be like the last, it'd be like the 14th. I thought it would start after the Paul Bunyan event, but bamboozled again. Now, one of the interesting things is the Paul Bunyan event and the second anniversary run over into the summer rerun. Now, the downside of that is that you are going to have to pick on whether you half AP your daily quests or whether you farm the summer event. Now, the nice thing is that everybody should have an absolute pile of the CEs from whaling last year for Lands or Tamamo, right? If you don't, chances are somebody on your friends list does. Now, with this being a light rerun event, usually these are a little bit easier, a lot quicker, so you should have until, I believe the first one's going to go till like the 20th, because we're on parity with the JP version, and the JP version went from the 12th to the 29th, and so we'll probably have it the 19th or the 20th, and then the next part will follow over, and then we'll get our summer right afterwards. Now, we might see some interludes pop in between there, because that should take up the entirety of August, and then go right into Nerofest starting in September. So, with this, I'm not going to go over the whole entire event, because that is going to be linked down here in the description, along with all the servant reviews and everything like that from last year. I might go over a couple of different servant reviews this year and like what changed, because I've been able to play around with them for the last year, so there's a couple of things that might be changed. But some of the things that are a little bit different this time around, like a lot of the other revival quests or revival events, we are going to be getting a challenge quest that's going to get us those 4-star foes. So make sure that you do those. If you didn't get your Assassin's Kahath last year, make sure you pick that up now, because this is going to be the last time that you can get her. This one right here. And she is an AoE assassin, which is pretty rare, actually, other than like Fuma and Phantom of the Opera. But, I mean, who uses Phantom of the Opera except for these people right down here in the comment section that are going to tell me how much they use Phantom of the Opera all the time. So outside of that, there's not a whole lot that's new in here. Like last year, you can go through all of the development projects. And that'll unlock a lot of other stories. So if you did only one last year, or you didn't get through all of them, you can pick the ones that you didn't do last year and then unlock all of that story from that. I personally went through all of it because you get a lot of mana prisms and stuff like that for doing all of the quests, plus that I'm a completionist, I want all of the story anyways. So that's going to be from the first part. Now, you will have the second part, and I will do another video going over that, and like everything is when we get it closer, when they announce it and stuff like that. So it does kind of suck, but, while you're doing this, you do have a couple of nodes that are going to be pretty good for farming. If you're looking for feathers, which, I mean, everybody usually is if you didn't farm them super hard during Onigashima, you have feathers in the field at 24% drop rate, which is actually really, really good for feathers. You also have some scales at 20%. You have horns at 25%. You have octuplet crystals. A lot of the things are about 20 to 25%. You've got seeds actually at 40%, which is pretty nice while you're doing this and stuff like that. And the gold berserker and like saber pieces are pretty good. Now, the one thing that you're really going to think about is that training grounds are half AP, so that does skew things a little bit. But I would say just kind of pick and choose what you want. Burn through the event, then go back to farming the half AP, or farm half AP because you have even further, you got like 8 days afterwards that you could just blaze through the event if need be, because you can do both parts It doesn't just shut down. So that's what you can do for that. Now, this will be 2 really good banners to pick up some solid characters. Archer Artoria is phenomenal. Probably one of the best archers that I've seen. You also have Lancer Tamamo, which some people will say she isn't really good, or she's very niche, or kind of hard to use. I think that she's really good, really phenomenal. Has a pretty interesting kit, so it makes you actually have to think about the game instead of just press red, get dead. And you also have Ryder Mordred, who is probably one of my favorite farming characters in the game. Just waving over absolutely everything. So those are some pretty good pickups, but you do have Caster Nero and Maid Artoria. I know somebody probably said something. Maid Artoria Altar in the second set of banners, but we just got showered with a bunch of St. Quartz. So I'm sure you probably have all of that left after rolling the GSSR and not rolling for Sherlock, because saving for those summer waifus. But like I said, I will have everything linked down here. Once my buddy Lord Ashura puts out his guide as well, I will link that down there for the very easy peasy visual in learners of you who are interested in that. But I'm going to go hit this beach over here. I really wish I was at the beach, actually. But I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.
Cracking.